everybody? Welcome back to Delmarva Exotic. It's your boy Dave. We're back in my serpentarium. Today is a clean out day. We got a bunch of snakes we're gonna clean out, and while we clean them out, we're gonna do a snake by snake, cage by cage tour of what we got here in the serpentarium. So sit back and enjoy the show. First snake, we'll start at the top. This is Miss Brown Sugar. Miss Brown Sugar is my VPI T Albino, produced by Tony Antonucci from Chi-Town Constrictors. We do a nice little tap train. All our snakes are tap trained to let them know that we're coming for them. Then we'll get in there and we'll get them out. All right, folks, this is one of the boas that we keep in our collection. This is Miss Brown Sugar. Miss Brown Sugar is a VPI T boa constrictor. She is 4 years old. She was produced by Tony Antonucci from Chi-Town Constrictors. As you can see, she's very active. The VPI gives you that buckskin brown with those bright saddles and a really orangely saturated tail. We're gonna get her cage cleaned up real quick. All right, now Miss Brown Sugar lives in this top AP cage, and we're gonna get in there and we're gonna get some spot cleaning done, so let's get at it. One of the things I like to do is I like to spread my Reptile chip back out real good so I can see any spots that need to be got, like so, like the dookie. Or in the urates. Let me get them out. And re-level this substrate back out, so when I start spraying it down, it can properly be, you know, hydrated or rehydrated. That's why we use the Reptile chip, is it allows us to rehydrate it really well. And it also allows us to keep the cage nice and clean. Now that we got that done, we'll move over to the other side. Show you how that part's gonna go. That's that side. We'll close this side up. Nothing there. Got some small urates here. Nothing in the back. Her lines. And just like that, Miss Brown Sugar's cage has been redone. Now we got her cage all cleaned up. We'll get her back home. A nice, fresh, clean cage. And she just goes right back in there, just like so. And she's done. That cage is clean. We'll drop down to the second cage here, which is gonna be Phoenix. My next snake up is gonna be my guy Phoenix. Phoenix is the Junglow boa. Phoenix was produced by our friend Trey from Trey Brown. Produced this guy. He's gonna be our Junglow, which is our male hypo albino call jungle. Let's get you guys a better look at this guy. Beautiful, right? We're gonna get his cage cleaned up as well. Now, as you see, this is Phoenix's cage. How we got him set up. Everything is nice and clean on this side. This is the side he likes to hide the most. He likes to sit back in this corner. Everything looks good. I'd call that a good clean cage. It's time to get him back in his home. Got the big trash can right there to get all the old litter right back out. And right over here is where we got our boy Phoenix. Keep a big tote nearby. Keep the snakes close by. Get you guys a better shot of them. Whoops. From over top real quick before I get him out. Looks like he's about to go into a shed here soon, to be honest. But that's my Junglow. One of the things I have to say I get asked the most is why I have so many snakes. Is it a lot of work? I don't consider this work. This is pure fun. I am working with some of these most beautiful boa constrictors, combos that you could put together. Hypo, albino, call, jungle, all of that. All put into one. In this particular one. The VPI was the other one. Man, I got some great snakes in here. And if you enjoy them, man, you'll see what I'm talking about. But we're going to get him back home. And his nice clean cage with some fresh Reptile chip up in there as well. And he should enjoy this. Love working with these guys, man. Absolutely. 100%. Tickle of the butt. Get him in there. And off he goes. Great part about animal plastics cages is that they're all locked up. And that being said, that one's all locked up. All right, it's time to get the next cage clean. And that one is one of the favorites in the collection. That's gonna be our girl Onyx. Onyx snake up is gonna be my IMG boa. I'm gonna show you how beautiful this snake right now. Get her out nice and easy, peasy. Here she is. My IMG Anery boa constrictor. Look at the beauty on this snake. She just shines in the light, man. That oil sheen. I love her milk and cookie belly. That pattern. And then she shows it. That Anery really holds on into that tail. Giving me a beautiful contrasting boa. Hands down. She was produced by my man, Craig Cade. And the great part is, or the cool part is, we're gonna pair this girl up today. See how she does. Now we're gonna get in here and get this cage cleaned up. I'm gonna show you what spot cleaning is all about with Miss Onyx. She hasn't been done in about a week and a half, so that's kind of bad on my part, but work is work, and I'm doing the steps necessary to correct my mistakes, and we're gonna take you guys along the way. All right, so here's her cage, all tossed and trashed as usual. Got urates and the glower right here, and get all that out real quick. Get my urate, as I like to call it, my urate bucket. Get that out. Get all my crap out. Like to spread this out. Move all their stuff out of the way. Do some good spot cleaning. Make sure I'm getting all the poop. Doing all those necessary steps. Now this cage, I'm just going to do a good spot cleaning. And the reason for that is because I want to use a lot of her natural pheromones that are sitting in this cage. And this is one of my tricks to breeding that she's got going on in here. When I introduce the male, he should smell that almost instantly. And since he's already bred once and produced once for us, I'm hoping that turns on his pheromones and gets him going. Now the cool part is I got this guy, he's already cruising the cage, looking to spread his seed out. So that being said, we're going to make that happen today. But before we do that, again, I want to make sure I take the time and get all the things out of this cage that don't belong in this cage or don't need to be in this cage. This side looks done. We're going to move over to the other side. Spread this out. I use a lot of vines for coverage on these cages, like you guys just don't even know. And they shed, and I use them because they're relatively inexpensive for the most part. You know, I might spend 20 bucks on a vine, split it in half, 3/4, quarters, whatever it may be, and boom, be done with it. But that being said, I think her cage is almost completely done. One last step that I gotta do, or that I like to do when I do a good spot clean, and particularly on this cage, especially considering I'm getting ready to do some pairing up, is I wanna rehumidify this cage and get this humidity back up, simulate a little bit of a wetter season, let these pheromones get flowing a little better in here. Again, help stimulate his breeding response, because once he gets that going, his will be all over it and all on it. Good old 2-gallon pump sprayer. Spray everything down, nice and moist. Corners, sides, tops, whatever it takes to get the temp and humidity back up. Close her up. Now that she got a clean cage and all of that, we'll get her out and move from there. One more again. This Onyx. And now that she's got a nice, clean, refreshed home, nice humidity, I'm gonna get her back in to her home and let her go in and try to make us some kids. Boom. On to the next one. All right, my next cage up is going to be my 6-foot AP cage. Inside of this one, I keep my big girl Eclipse, my Moonglow boa. And she needs a good clean out as well. And all our snakes, again, are tap trained. Tap will get her to the front. Let her know that we ain't a threat and I want her. Get rid of the hook. And just pick her up. Get her out. There she is. My big Moonglow boa. The size of her head. Phenomenal species. One of my favorites. Besides Miss Onyx is Eclipse. She's produced some Moonglow babies, which are still available. Check us out on our Facebook page, Delmarva Exotic, if you're interested in owning an exact replica of this beautiful snake. That being said, we're going to get her cage cleaned up because she's fresh shed out and get this party going, or keep it rolling, I should say. Let's get her put into a box. So we're gonna get her back in her cage real quick. Now that her cage is all cleaned up, glass is done. Yep. Come on. Let's go home. Oh, and since I fixed my fuel tank, it only takes like 30 to fill up my tank. Versus like a whole $50 bill. I'll take that any day. Get your big ass off of there. I need to get her going before I can go anywhere. And bam. All right. Getting to the end of this video. We got the snakes paired up. It's night. I wanted to show you guys when they're doing their activity when they're most active, and that is at night. We got the IMG Anery and the Snow together, trying to make some IMG Anery babies that are going to be het call for the first time. We got them paired up. We're going to see how that's going. All right, here's Titan and Onyx. Trying to get a zoom in here. Looks like we might possibly have a lock there. He's trying. All right, everybody. This is the part where we got to say goodbye. If you like my content, please do me a favor. Hit that like button. Helps with the algorithm. Share my videos if you're down with what we're putting out. And if you're a follower, I appreciate you so much for giving me the opportunity to take a little bit of your time. Till next time, guys, you guys be safe. And as always, one exotic.